the election's over. I ran into a guy the other day, a smart guy. He said, I hope the Liberals win this one. I said, why? He said, well, I'm a Liberal. I said, but it's been a very dishonest, incompetent government. He said, oh, yeah. He said, this is one of the worst governments we've ever had. I said, are you still voting Liberal? He said, I'm a Liberal. Dan McTeague was a Liberal MP for almost 19 years. He joins me right now. And you know this person I'm not going to mention, but I was just stunned.
Yeah.
And has politics become sort of like sports? You know, yeah. I'm a fan of the Boston Bruins forever and ever, no matter what. I mean, we're talking about government, not sports.
Yeah, you'd think so, but I think the reality is that people don't spend a lot of time. They know where they are. It's where they're comfortable being, and they weren't going to make much of it.
Was that a factor in the election with Toronto? A number of people are saying we can't figure out why Toronto went, and talking about women and other things, but is it because Toronto was comfortable with the Liberals?
Toronto's very comfortable with the Liberals, very comfortable with the status quo, very comfortable that we're getting some of this pandemic behind us. Didn't really care that the Prime Minister called an election when no one thought it was a brilliant idea, but apparently everyone in Toronto does. So what am I supposed to say? I just wish that had happened when I first ran in 1993.
Well, I remember you running. You had to work hard. Every door, knocking them off.
I mean, look, it's behind us now, but now we have to pay for this, and there will be a point at which people are going to regret their vote. We're heading to some uncertain, let me actually not say uncertain, very difficult economic times ahead, and I think it's going to change.
Well, wait a second. How can we have economic times? Because the Prime Minister says, I don't deal with finances or budgets. I know nothing about the money. I mean, really, we elected him to lead us.
Easier to spend than to save, but remember, I worked for a previous Trudeau, who, of course, ran up the tab pretty damn high, and we spent a decade trying to bring that debt back down. Look, no growth in the economy, inflation, and a massive debt, which of course we're now going to contribute to, 78 billion divided by 5, so let's talk about another 18, 19 billion a year. That is a substantial increase to the amount of money that we owe. We better hope that the bondholders, those who are rating our economy, who are looking at everything, don't suddenly decide that Canada's AAA credit rating is worthwhile, especially when it turns into a CDS, a so-called credit default system. So if it goes that way, then all bets are off.
So you wouldn't agree that Justin Trudeau is the luckiest guy in the world? A number of people say he's got to be a lucky guy to win these elections.
I just don't think that the public wanted to change at this point, and they were happy with what they had. The fact is that I think they've also discounted the reality of $610 million. What's $610 million when you've blown $500 billion in the pandemic?
On the overall scheme of things, it's absolutely nothing. You're absolutely right. Dan McTeague, keep on plugging on that one, though. 3 minutes. With Justin in his third term, now more than ever, you're going to need independent news. How else are we going to find out how many hundreds of millions of dollars he's giving to the former Liberal MPs? Stick with us. Please subscribe and PayPal. Keep us on the air.